And as more and more details from the case emerge, Kohberger remains behind bars tonight, separated from other inmates. He is considered a maximum security inmate. Isolated in his own cell, he is not allowed to interact with others. Joining us now is former FBI Special Agent and NewsNation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. Jennifer, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Natasha.
And Jennifer, do any of these details about how Kohberger is being held now under such high security in jail, does any of that surprise you? Is it common in a case like this?
It's very common, Natasha. Look, they are looking out for not only his safety, but the safety of other individuals that are incarcerated with him. So it's very important that they keep them segregated.
Do you agree with the parents who want to preserve the crime scene, thinking that it may be important for the jury to be able to visit in person? And of course, I'm reminded of the Murdaugh trial just recently, where it was fairly significant for the jury to be able to go to the site of the crime, the scene of the murder, and see it for themselves.
I 100% agree with them. And this is why, Natasha, for those of you who have been in a crime scene, whether as law enforcement or involved in some other way, it gives you a whole different perspective. You get to see exactly how he would have moved through that house. You get to see the position of the beds, the position of the doors, the position of everything in that house, the proximity. And it is very important for jurors to see this. A video will not do the trick, in my opinion.
Okay. And Jennifer, we want to get your quick reaction to an interview we did yesterday on Prime with former CIA officer and FBI Special Agent Tracy Walder. This was about Kohberger's white Elantra specifically. Let's take a listen together.
So, I've always felt that the car was the key to this case, and I've said that really all along. I figured once they found the car, it would really lead them to the suspect. The car, they did say in that warrant that became unsealed that the car really had been disassembled completely by law enforcement. And I really do think we have to remember when he got done, allegedly committing these crimes, he got back into that vehicle. He had to have been bathed in some kind of biological evidence.
Do you agree with this, that the car will be the key to this case? Do you believe that Kohberger's car will ultimately lead to a murder conviction?
Well, I think there's a lot of keys. Specifically, it's going to come down to fiber evidence, really Lockhart's theory, which is the theory that wherever you go, you deposit parts of you, fibers, hairs, DNA, and wherever you leave, you take parts with you. And that's what's going to be important in this. So that from that standpoint, yes. And they did take the headrest, they took the seats, they took the side doors, they took the change. And I think all of this is very important because as he entered that car and blood possibly left his person, it could be deposited on those coins and on the other parts of that car.
Okay, I appreciate that. And I do want to ask about Idaho just bringing back execution by firing squad. Now, it is only under a special circumstance. Can you help us understand, if Kohberger is convicted, what is the likelihood he would face a firing squad?
Well, it could be likely because this is the problem with the injections that they're doing now. First of all, it's difficult to get the drugs. Secondly, there have been problems. There is a 7% botched rate, if you will, where dying within 2 to 5 minutes peacefully is not happening. In fact, there was a federal ruling that came out that likened it to waterboarding, where the individuals are actually suffocating. So if you contrast that with a firing squad, first of all, there is a 0% of a firing squad situation being botched. That's because typically they aim for this T-zone area, which causes flaccid paralysis and death instantaneously, much less suffering.
All right, Jennifer Coffindaffer, always appreciate the context and time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natasha.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.